I'm prepping the gate for paint. I'm prepping the gate for painting.
Okay.
You see these rust spots on the gate? You gotta get, see that? You gotta get all that off. And then what you do is you take a cleaner and then you take a scrub brush and you scrub the whole gate and then you hose it down. Then you let it dry. And then you take the primer, if it's, because you got to put a primer, a base coat on this before you can put the final application of paint.
Can you do it later? Because it's very hot.
No, I got to do it now. Anytime you paint anything that's wrought iron, you have to make sure that the gate is clean.
Okay.
And then you put the primer paint on it, and then once that dries, it'll fully dry within 24 hours. So after 24 hours, then you can apply the final application of the color in which you want to paint the gate. So right now it's all in preparation. The final outcome will look according to the effort that you put in on preparation. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's good.
It's hard work. Now this job is not for the faint or the lighthearted. You have to get right down in there, get it in your crosshairs. You gotta zero in on the rust. Get it in your crosshairs and then pull the trigger. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it.
Okay, what are you doing now, Bab?
Well, right now, just to kind of back up a little bit, Papa Melvin and we ground the old flaky paint off the gate. And right now I'm putting on what's called a rust converter.
Rust converter?
Yeah, when you're working with metal that has signs of rust on it, it's really important to put a rust converter on it. It helps, it's very powerful, and it helps take off the flaky rust, and it reconverts the metal back to metal again.
It smells bad.
Yes, it smells bad. When using this, any type of rust converter, you're always going to want to wear rubber gloves. This stuff will eat your hands, just like paint thinner will. But this is stronger than paint thinner. So applying rust converter, after I put the rust converter on, we'll let it dry for a couple hours, but it's too hot out right now, so I probably won't start putting the first layer of primer on the gate until maybe later on today or early tomorrow morning. So that's what I'm up to right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it expensive? Not
Here
really.
in the Philippines, for 500 milliliters, it costs 199 pesos. I think it was around 600 pesos for one liter. So I just got the small one because I figured that would be enough. To
Are you
get the
almost
job
done?
Yeah, almost done applying the rust converter, and then I'll come inside, get a nice drink of water, kick back, relax, watch some YouTube. I'm gonna go to Chaz Squad. I'm gonna check out the Chaz Squad channel and see how she's doing. So anyway, for those of you on POD watching this, you might want to jump over to Chaz Squad. Yeah, right here. Her logo is not this. Right here. So you can check out Chaz Squad. She's much better looking than I am. Bye.
No, you don't. Okay, continue working.
Okay. I'm going to show you a little hack for mixing paint with your power drill. What I did was I took a plastic coat hanger that was already broke. I dug it out of the garbage and I kind of busted it up to the length, and also I left this because just a straight shaft like this is not going to do anything as far as mixing. So I left this part on to kind of move the paint around. And as far as the length goes, it's a little longer than what I really want, but I left the length as is because I wanted the paint far away from my drill so I don't get paint all over the drill. Now, if you have a long shaft like this, you got to be a little bit careful because you're going to get a lot of wobble in this when you turn the drill on. So that's why it's important not to give it full power. Here, let me give you a little example and watch the wobble. You can see how, see that? I don't want that. I'm going to submerge this in the primer, and obviously the reason for that is it prevents less splash. If I turn it on before putting it into the primer, into the paint, well, it's just common sense. It's going to throw primer paint all over the place. So we'll submerge it, and then we'll just turn it on very lightly. Yeah. Now I'll just take it out of the paint and I'll just trigger it a little bit just to throw off some of the excess primer off the hanger. There you go. She put a small plastic bag over this container, and it helps a lot. Sure, when it's dry the paint will peel off, but why go through all that work? So Cha put a plastic bag in, and we just go ahead and transfer the paint into there. There. We're all set. Cha's Papa helped me start the gate. So it helped with about 5% of the gate, and then he had to go back to the province. So I came out yesterday and did some priming out here on my own, And I got about 90% as of right now, 90% of the meadow covered. Let's go for a walk. Walk. All right, that was kind of, you know. It was most important at this point in time to get primer on the bare metal. So I went through yesterday, as I previously mentioned, and primed the inside of the gate. Hi, Chow Squad.
Hi.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the market.
Okay, you want me to go?
No.
Okay.
Bye.
Be safe and don't forget to watch Chow Squad.
Okay.
She's got about 6 more videos to upload. She's gonna be busy. Bye. So we'll go out here, kind of give you a look. So yeah, I got a lot more to do.
One eternity later.